Stay tuned, as I see it, is a chance to kind of take a deep dive on one issue and have a conversation that knowledgeable people would have amongst themselves, but then magnify that, put that in the megaphone of the 9 Network.
It's a real interesting, slightly different news show, one that I would want to watch.
Good evening. After seemingly endless part of the problem tonight on Stay Tuned, we examined what happened on Election Day. And in case you haven't heard, our country's in debt and the economy could be better.
Somebody could give hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I say somebody, I mean one individual.
So why don't you then arts topic or something light where I can rib the audience?
Does it need to change in Missouri specifically?
You know, it's the results in Missouri from me were just a monumental mixed bag.
A city that is really divisive in a lot of ways, north and south, or however you want to look at it.
2,400 homes in Missouri are in some state of foreclosure. You got out there on social media, people are already talking before we even get going.
We've talked here about education, we've talked here about policy.
Why is this popular? Why heroin with our kids?
It's easily gotten, it's cheaper than prescription drugs, and it is a better high.
Thanks, Casey. Well, you actually are.
I want to talk to you because I want to make sure we get the ship out of the harbor. Is compromise a dirty word now?
I mean, you look at this and you think, wow, and it's only going to grow.
It goes deep on issues that you might, in a way that you might not get otherwise. Okay, that only leaves one up. But I just want to mention that that's not without controversy.
You know, it had taken up another level, especially on places like Twitter.
Stay Tuned represents an effort by the 9 Network and the Reynolds Journalism Institute at the University of Missouri to redefine public affairs programming.
Public affairs programming, especially the national cable networks, have created a very good business around public affairs programming. That's been accomplished by moving either far to the right or far to the left. And while that has been good business, it's not necessarily always the best journalism.
That's not the kind of dialogue that I wanted to find, and that's what I'm finding at Stay Tuned. It's a news show that is polite conversation. It's okay to disagree. That doesn't mean we have to yell at each other. It's good that we disagree. It's different ideas, and that's a good thing. It's good for the community.
It's more than just a TV show. It's a social media-driven, participatory, ongoing dialogue. It's a pathway for people to mobilize their time, talent, and resources in ways that create change.
It makes you think. It makes me think. After I leave the studio, I'm still thinking, oh, not so much of I should have said this as much as, oh, so-and-so brought up a good point that I hadn't necessarily thought about before. And I'll think about it, not just that on the way home, but the next day and the day after that.